Hi everyone, Juliana here, and I'm very excited to be talking to you today about our NeoraFit. We're going to go a little bit into more of a deep dive in the weight management aspect of it. So without further ado, let's start with the market trends and a little bit of the why that we came into this system for you. So basically, when we look at weight management or weight loss, we feel that unfortunately a lot of us grew up with a lot of misinformation on weight management. So if we look into the past decades, food and wellness industries have sort of fed us the idea that diets are the way to go. Anything from starving yourself to cutting out entire food groups are proposed as solutions. We use that term loosely. And weight loss was basically considered a simple calculation, right? You eat less, you move more, you create a calorie deficit, which is true. But we do know that there are basic differences between people in terms of genetic, health conditions, body type, and even more. So there are things that play a role in how challenging it can be for each person to lose weight. And research suggests that some of these factors may help also set the stage for your success in weight management. So, how efficient our bodies are at using calories and regulating appetite is going to depend on a wide range of factors. Yes, calorie deficit is the start of it, but some of it you can't change, right? Like your genetic makeup or age. Others, like your gut microbiota and sleep patterns, can be modified. And we're going to go a little bit more into it to show you what the research has proven in terms of how it links to weight management. So in terms of our gut, right? We know that there's constant communication between our nervous and digestive systems, and this communication is central in regulating your metabolism and your appetite. So we know through scientific research that gut hormones play a very critical role in exchange of information, passing signals of nutritional status from the gut to the brain, so the brain can interpret the body's energy needs and respond accordingly. And our gastrointestinal system releases over 20 different types of hormones involved in maintaining energy balance. So the level of these gut hormones depend on several factors, including the food that we eat, state of our health, compounds produced by our gut bacteria. But basically, the good bugs that we have in our gut can have a direct impact on our ability to lose weight. In fact, in a study in 2021, they did find that our gut microbiome can help or cause resistance to weight loss. And this opens up a whole possibility to try to alter the gut microbiome to impact weight loss. That's not the only factor that we can change that can also lead you to success. So study after study, we've seen that getting adequate quality sleep is a very important part of healthy weight loss plan. Even if you follow some of the doctors out there that are talking about all of the things that you need to do to be in a calorie deficit, to focus on really getting the best nutrients out there, they'll tell you over and over, like one of the factors that we overlook the most is sleep and how important it is for weight loss. So research has shown that losing sleep while dieting can reduce the amount of weight loss and encourage overeating. So sleep duration has, like I said, for a long time now been linked to the body's production of appetite regulating hormones. So insufficient sleep is associated with higher levels of the hormone ghrelin, which increases your appetite, and lower levels of the hormone leptin, which leads to feeling less full. So a very hard combination to have if you're trying to lose or maintain your weight. And yes, this does set people up to gain weight. And by contrast, when we look at the data from scientific research, we saw that sleeping more could alter these hormones and bring them back to balance. So in addition, a new study that was published reinforced all of these earlier findings, indicating that the people in the study who sleep less, they do consume more calories, and they crave higher calorie foods compared to those that sleep for longer periods. It is important to note that even nowadays, in terms of the data that we have, we know that about a third of Americans don't sleep the recommended 7 to 9 hours each night. And in terms of what's recommended, we know that each body is different, but experts do say that adults from 18 to 64, they need 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and 65 plus, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So if you're not getting that, let's work on it. Um, and then what we talk about in terms of the Neora difference, right? Yes, we know that staying healthy and managing your weight means eating right, exercising regularly. But what if you had this three-part system that help boost your results and help support these healthy habits that you're working towards every day? So that was really what the thought was when we were building the system for you. So we took a different approach than most. This system is stimulant free. So it's not something that your body is going to get, tricked into dropping those pounds, because then when you're out of it, you gain it all back. It just holistically supports your metabolic, your digestion, and your immune systems to help your body lose those inches in weight naturally because of all of the data that we saw that I was just explaining to you. And additionally, as we are Neora, we don't just stop there. So each product in the system also has a host of wellness benefits that go well beyond just weight management, because we want to be able to provide the most complete solution for you to add to your day. And the scientific cherry on top is that NeoraFit supports your body's fat browning process, which basically converts white fat, which is the one that's stored, that's not easily to burn, into brown, which is the one that your body typically uses to burn when you're in a calorie deficit. So we really thought about this system in terms of nutritional supplements that could fit like seamlessly in your day-to-day life. And when we're talking about Neora, yes, it is a complete solution. We talk about metabolism supporting ingredients, overall nutrition support for immunity, calmer mind, healthier skin and nails, body's ability to flush toxins. But I do want to talk a little bit about our proven fat browning technology, because this is something that we haven't heard before, and now we're starting to see this buzz in the market. And again, it's just one of those examples that we've been so ahead of the curve, because we've had this for ever since we launched NeoraFit. So just to go into a little bit more of what the fat browning process is, it's just your body has two kinds of fats. It's white fat and brown fat. White fat is a larger lipid, so it makes it harder for your body to burn no matter what you do. But your body can convert that white fat into brown fat, which is a smaller lipid, making it easier for your body to use it as an energy source and burn it fast. So fat browning is simply that. It's the process that converts your white fat to brown fat so that it can be more easily burned. I'm not going to speak a lot about each of the SKUs other than what we were talking about already in terms of weight management, because I know that you know all of this. But just to go a little bit into the weight management aspect based on what we were talking about in terms of scientific data. For slim and skin, yes, we added all the goodness, right? All of those 13 types of collagens that we know are so critical for everything, joint health, skin, hair, nails, all of it. But we also used our blend to help boost your body's natural metabolism and help support that fat browning process for your body. So really, you already start the day, set up for success. In terms of what we typically say, noon, block and balance, as the name says, the whole focus on it is to balance your gut microbiota. So we've seen how important that is, and we really want to make sure that you're doing something to support that on a daily basis if your goal is to lose weight or maintain a healthy weight. And then finally at night, evidently, it's great that we have all of these ingredients that help support flushing out your bodily toxins. But at the end of the day, again, sleep is very important. So we wanted something that would help calm your mind and really put your body into a better state so that you can sleep better. And the cherry on top, as always, when you take the system, it's all good ingredients. It's all a natural and holistic way to support your body through all of these things that we know can have an effect if you're trying to maintain a healthy weight or lose weight, but no stimulants, none of the chemical stuff. We just do fully natural ingredients that are backed by scientific results. So this was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you very soon. Bye.